Hey everybody. I know I've gone all day without posting a video or whatever, but I decided today that I'd be doing it from a different place at a different time. Now, um, today I had my moments where the intensity of wanting to be high was there, but then it started to calm down. And right now, you know, my my urge to want to get high is kind of like calming a little bit, but at the same time I'm feeling this residual intense energy of awkwardness, I guess, because I mean when things happen and when things happen and people are involved with situations like mine, it really puts a damper on everything and makes it tense. It makes it very awkward because I'm technically the odd man out in the situation because I'm not blood related. I'm not, haven't been in a part of Mike's family, Michael's family, and friends circle for years. And so it just makes it a little awkward, I guess you could say, to 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 be here after everything, to be in the presence of others. So I'm trying to ease the tension, and I just can't help but feel all the anxieties from everybody, and it just, I don't know. So I still feel out of sorts, and after everything that's happened, I feel like I'm the jerk, like the asshole in all of this. I really do. Even though I didn't do anything wrong, I still feel like like it's all my fault. Like everything that has happened is my fault. And so, I think it's just because I'm an empath, everything that I'm feeling is from everybody else. So when I separate myself, I feel better. I feel fine, you know. And today we talked, and he wanted to make plans where we would come back, and him and I we would actually do stuff together, like spend time together. But that didn't happen. Instead, he got a ride home, and of course I came with. But the minute I walked in, it was just like, why is she here? Type of expression on people's faces. So while we're supposed to be currently right now spending time together, we're not because he's in there watching TV with everybody else and doing engaging in them or whatever. Even though he had made plans, and so I'm kind of like in the bedroom, just a little isolation to do this vlogging or whatever. Now, with that being said, he opened up to me last night and expressed himself, and you know when stuff happens, it doesn't only affect the person that's being hurt, but it also affects the person that chose to do it, chose to make the decisions that they did to affect others around them. It affects everybody involved. And I'm sorry I spaced out, but I find myself zoning out with this whole situation. Like, if I don't stay preoccupied, or if I don't stay distracted, or, if I don't stay constantly doing something, I just space out. Like, I zone out to somewhere, like, far from here. It's like I'm not even here. The existence or whatever is just gone. So, when I do that, I'll snap back to reality and realize, oh, you're doing something, or, oh, focus. So I can't really keep my thought process the same, like as far as focusing. I can't really focus. And it's like I'm not really overdoing the trying effort. It's more like, even though I'm trying to put forth the effort to engage in others in his circle, I still feel like the outsider. I still feel like the unwelcomed one. Like, it's very awkward. Sorry about that. I had to pause it because he walked in and he thought I was trying to be isolating from everybody, but no. I did remind him that when we do make plans, to try his best to honor that, because that happens a lot. Like, he'll make plans with me, but then he'll turn around and drop what he wants to do with us for others, and that's it's been happening quite frequently. So, and I'm not trying to be ugly about it, but like I said, there's got to be a balance, and every time he wants to do something with me, I get pushed aside for other stuff, and then the next thing I know, we're lying down going to sleep because, patiently waiting, I guess you could say. So, anyways, today was an up-down struggle with my addiction, and person reached out to me, and I had to be honest with them. I told them that I am still in recovery, and I struggle with addiction. I struggle with my drinking, and I just kind of don't branch out, and I keep to myself, and so just the fact that I know that I still want to go out and get high, even after all this time. I still want to go out and just blast off with that, as some call it. I know that I can't. And it's not because of legal reasons, it's because I will die. It'll be my last time that I blast off for good, and I won't come back from that. And that's what, death is the number one factor that interferes with, with me wanting to get high. Like, if I could sit here and not lose, life, I'd probably be getting high all the time. This is definitely something that helped numb everything, and I didn't really need a reason as to why I wasn't, or why I wanted to. It's just I couldn't stop. I couldn't cut it off. I couldn't let it go. I couldn't not think about it. It was like this insane obsession. A drug addiction is like a really bad relationship, a toxic relationship, and I just couldn't cut her out of my life. I was putting her before myself constantly. So today I went to go see my daughter and my kids, and they were happy to see me and everything like that. And I had to pick her up from a birthday party. So, anyways, once I did that, we were at her house, at her dad's house, and just everything she was expressing was just really ugly. And I was getting frustrated. But at the same time, I found myself, freaking out. I found myself on edge and getting agitated and irritated really quickly. And I kept telling her to stop. I asked her politely if you could please just, stop doing this or stop doing that. 'Cause she was just triggering me, really bad. And I don't think she actually is my trigger. I think given the circumstances and the situation, I'm just highly sensitive to everything right at the moment. So, anyways, I had to ask her dad if he could just, back me here and just like get her to stop, because she was expressing a lot of things that were not appropriate for her to be saying or doing, and she just wanted to argue a little bit. But the fact that I'd have to say, so far, this is probably like the hardest, toughest time in my life with my addiction that I've struggled the most with. And I don't know if it's because of everything that's happened, or because, you know, um, just the time of the year of my addiction taking off. I don't know, but it's just like a vicious cycle. Like every year, same time frame, I get in these modes where like I'm fighting, really fighting to not relapse, to not pick up, not go get high, not, just not fall. And it's always the hardest around this time, because for me, that following year, 2014, I believe it was like June or something like that, June or July, when I started with my addiction of that year, and then it just progressed. And what usually takes people years and years to die from took me only 7 months to get down to nothing. I mean, I looked at my I looked at my I looked at my police record, like my profile picture, and oh my god, I was just so sucked in, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. So now it's just, you know, it's supposed to be a day at a time, but when I'm this bad, it's just like 1 second, a second, half a second at a time. I'm having to breathe through those seconds, because I feel that's gonna help me escape for a while. It's gonna help me numb everything out for a while. I'm just, I guess the saying is straighten me out for a little while. But when I know that is exactly where I'm at, my mindset, I know that I have to be somewhere where I know I'm not going to be a danger to myself, and I'm not going to have access to go and do that. So I've been avoiding my house like the plague a lot because of that reason. Because, I mean, if I wanted to just go right next door, bam, there it is. I got it. And I'm not trying to give myself any opportunity to have access to purchase, to go find it. I'm struggling, but I'm putting forth the effort to prevent um, relapse. It's crazy. It's chaotic. It's it's insane. I just, like, it's so insane how insane my addiction is. Like, it's like, okay, well, I know I want it. I know I want to get high. I know I don't give a shit about nothing or nobody. And I get those moments, and then I sit there and I'm like, no, 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 no. You need to distance yourself from your triggers, your relapse, like all the places, all the things that are going to trigger you. You need to distance yourself. And that's what I try to do. And Like, right now with how everything is, I have to be the furthest away from my house and my neighborhood, and at the same time also I have to find distractions. I have to find coping mechanisms to help me get through it, because it's really hard. It's it's uh it's a struggle. It's crazy because um I mean, I'm so sensitive that I know I shouldn't be discussing it because it's affecting me. But to vent about it's better to get it out. It's like my way of calling out to people, my way of reaching out without actually having to go nowhere. And you know, some people just, they have their moments. They have their crap that they're dealing with. So I try not to bring people into my shit when it comes to this stuff as much as possible. But at the same time, I just, I need I need somebody, and majority of the time those people aren't available. So I know I'm just rambling, but this is some of the behavior that comes with being, you know, a dry high, I guess you say. The fidgeting, the talking, the rambling, the moving, just everything. So yeah, I'm trying to hold on, and yeah, it's a motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. It's one hell of an intensity that nothing's gonna fix. Ain't nothing gonna fix this right now except me going and getting high. And I know where that's gonna take me, and I know it's not gonna help, and I know the consequences of all that. So I'm doing the best I can with how things are right now. And last night I was pretty scared because I was over here, and um, Michael just blurts out something, and it just scared the shit out of me when he said it. And I was like, whoa. So I sat up, and, I told him if that happens, I'm going to be so angry. And then I turned on the light, and I sat there, and my heart was like, my anxiety was so bad. It triggered my anxiety the way he made a statement like he did. And then I looked at him, and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is not a game for me. Like, some people can talk about their shit, and it helps them. But for some reason with me, I'm highly sensitive to all my shit, and so when I'm um, trying not to relapse, trying not to go out and get high, even though I want to, um, it's really hard, like really fucking hard. So I try not to. Guess it's called obsession. I don't know. I know that I need to find something that's going to completely numb me out on the idea of craving and fiending for my drug of choice. And you know because I mean I've never really mixed my alcohol with my drug addiction. I always have them separate. So like certain times of the year I have my moments where I'm wanting to drink, or I want to get high, or I want to pop some pills, or I want to smoke some weed. It's like different times of the year that's real bad. And for some people, they say that certain drugs are a gateway drug to something else. No, addiction is just a gateway drug. Addiction is a gateway to all kinds of shit. So, I try. I'm like, I'm holding on the edge here, and I'm trying to I'm trying to do things to keep me distracted, to keep me not wanting to hurt from wanting um wanting to get high, wanting to be high, wanting to, blur everything out. I like being blurred. I remember in my addiction at the beginning how I liked having that, just the blur, like where nothing was really solid. It was like a dream. It was like this screen, and when I had it like that, it just, everything faded out, and for me that was nice. I was on this cloud of comfort, I guess you could say. But then when reality hit, it felt like I just got slammed into a brick wall. Slammed on a concrete slab from, like, a good 300 feet in the air. Just full force. So instead of, like, reaching out and going and picking up or having a night of fun with the dope man, I'm here vlogging to y'all, whoever's gonna listen, because I don't get that many views. That would be great if I had more subscribers and more followers and all that jazz, but things take time. So hopefully within a year I'll have more subscribers. That'd be cool. But I'm small based. I don't have this fancy technology. I'm running things simple. um My days are blurred together right now because I can't make sense of shit. So I kind of am like a dry high. Like, I'm high, but without the actual drugs. So all my behavior is just like if I was tweaking. And I know that's a bad word, but it's the truth. And a lot of people don't understand addiction, especially ones that don't have an addiction and don't come to face reality that they do. So, with that being said, I'm going to try to calm my nerves and go back outside to where everybody else is at, and probably like do some therapy with coloring or some shit like that. I don't know. But this is definitely not a kid's video. I gotta make that clear because I'm tired of them asking every time I go to upload. This is definitely not a kid's video. Everything that I've discussed is more for a mature audience. Um, Hopefully I can get through this big ass storm that I'm facing right now. Um, I love you guys. Thank you for listening in. I appreciate those who actually watch my videos. I appreciate feedback, comments. Um, I'm trying to stay together. I'm trying to stay positive. And yeah, the struggle is fucking real. So, pardon my French. I'm just getting up to that agitated level. But, like I said, thank you guys for being patient and listening to me blab on about something that's like hard shit. But anyways, y'all have a blessed night. You have a good night and a good day, and I will get back at y'all probably tomorrow.